Hello everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to another day in Azeroth. Happy Sunday to all. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Wayne, Tanita, Eags, Chaos, Dante, Towan. Welcome to the stream everybody. What is new, what is good guys? Alright, what were we up to? Yeah, last time we were getting killed by ogres. So today we're not going to go after ogres. Today we're going to head over to the hunting lodge. And maybe the excavation site along the way and do some lower level stuff. We have Bingles. We have to go after the second Defense of the King's Lands quest, which we're going to do out on the islands. Inventory. Yeah, let's go check our bags here. We probably need a little bit more water. Maybe a little bit more food.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Well, before we do too much of anything, let's go fish for a little bit. Let's go do just a little bit of fishing. Then we'll get into things. BPM, good afternoon to you. Karen, good evening. Welcome to the stream. NKR, welcome to the stream, buddy. Am I excited for the Lions this year? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. We're not catching anything here that's going to be guaranteed cooking skill ups. What am I missing? I guess we're missing the bristle whisker recipe. We're not catching a lot of bristle whisker catfish here anyway. It's just lock frenzies and mud snappers here. And both of those are green to cook. I'm going to try to get to fishing skill 100. And if we get to 100, then we'll go cook this stuff. Kat, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. Gerald, welcome, buddy. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. David, thanks for being here, man. Welcome to the stream. 98. 2 more skill ups and we'll head out and actually start pushing buttons. Alright, that'll do. Let's get our staff back on.
My attention. Watch your back.
Hello. you soon.
Alright, we're gonna head out to the hunting lodge. I think I might skip this quest for now. We'll turn in the breadcrumb, but the follow-up is like a level 18. And the enemies are like level 18 and 19. I don't know if I'll do that on this character. We'll see. Let's get the imp out. We don't have any soul shards. I guess maybe the soul shards despawn when you log out. I don't know if that's right. Okay. Good. Perfect timing. Looks like somebody's doing the Dark Iron Ambush event. That's okay, we don't have the quest anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a soul shard off this guy. That way we can get the Void Walker back out. Gotta be a couple of books we need for the Void Walker. I think he's got at least one more version of Taunt that we need to get. And I should probably prioritize that pretty soon. Dragon's Bane, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well today.
Great to meet you.
I'll take the follow-up, but I'm not going to do it right now.
Be good.
What level are these guys? I think they're like level 19, level 20, level 21. Excavation progress report, we can take that one. We'll turn that in when we're back in town. Level 17 is not too bad, actually. Maybe we can fight these guys. I'm going to experimentally fight one of them, and we'll see how it goes. Last time we were getting beat up by everything at our level, so if we're still getting our asses kicked today, then I'm just gonna go fight green stuff, but we'll see how this goes. This might be okay. Did I just start? Yeah, we just started. All we've really done so far, we did a little bit of fishing. Buccaneer boots. 5 spirit. What do we have on? We have no stats. Okay, yeah. Well, I'll definitely take 5 spirit. That's really nice. Oh, and they're actual boots. That's a little bonus. We have a level 18 Night Elf Druid doing work back here. See, some of these guys are level 20. Do we have demon armor on? Nope. Thanks for the reminder. Nenia, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I'm feeling like a low energy day today, guys. Sorry, don't take it personally. Just having a low energy kind of day. So I probably won't talk as much. Which for some people will be a good thing. Oh yeah, I've done all the things. I have done all the things. Just not feeling lots of energy today, that's all. Stand up and do 20 jump. Nah, it's an off day today. Nope, today is a no exercise day. Yeah, it's gonna be a good background noise day. Because I'll probably just play and let the soundtrack do its thing. Don't try to get me onto any hot topics. What can we get him to rant about? Probably not a lot today. Cheddar cheese on pizza? Maybe. I mean, it depends on how much. Maybe if it was like in addition to mozzarella, like just sprinkle some cheddar cheese over top. But if it was all cheddar cheese, that'd probably be pretty disgusting. Like if the only cheese were cheddar, I feel like that'd be gross. And I like cheddar. Get riled up, damn it. Talk about how you love gnomes. No, I'm not feeling it. The last rant was a doozy. I don't even remember the last rant I went on. I try not to dwell on these things. We need one more item. You know what I think I'm ready for? I'm ready for like a big, juicy Classic Plus leak. I think we need another, like, it's pretty close to BlizzCon, right? We're like less than a month away from BlizzCon. Isn't this typically the time they accidentally leak a bunch of stuff? Oh, I think that's what this summer needs. A big, juicy leak. Something to inject some kind of energy into the classic scene. My voice doesn't want to work today either, so maybe it's best if I don't talk a lot. My voice is giving me a hell of a time. Kilo, welcome to the stream, man. They leaked the next April Fool's joke. WoW Immortal. Ooh, like WoW Mobile. I mean, Diablo Immortal was actually, like, from a gameplay standpoint, I enjoyed Diablo Immortal. The reason I didn't really get into playing a lot of it was because of the monetization. Like, it was like, I forget what it was, but there was a very indirect way that you were able to pay for character power. And so it had something to do with purchasing crests that you would then use in dungeons to ensure the dungeons had decent loot or something like that. So, like, but without that, like, I stopped playing it because of that, but I enjoyed the gameplay. Maybe I was in the minority, but the very little of Diablo Immortal I played, I enjoyed. And if it had been an unmonetized game in the sense that, like, there was not, like, such a shop, then I probably would have kept playing it. I feel like I enjoyed the gameplay of Diablo Immortal more than I enjoyed Diablo 4 when it launched. Like, Diablo 4 when it launched, I tried, but I just didn't have a lot of fun with it. Although I hear now, like, people say 2026 is the best time to get into Diablo 4. It just took them, like, 2 years to make it decent. The problem I typically have with Diablo games is, like, they're too brooding. The vibe isn't chill enough. Because, you know, it's Diablo, so the vibe is typically pretty miserable. And, like, they're just not games I can play, like, lots and lots and lots of. I think that's why I never... Like, I played a lot of Diablo 3 back in the day. But, yeah, like, Diablo 4, like, I don't know, it's just... It's too, like, dark of a vibe to spend too much time there. Maybe, and it seems like they're the kind of games that, like, you're supposed to spend a lot of time playing them. But if I can only play for, like, an hour at a time because of the vibe, then I'm not ever going to be able to get into it. Do I have all my items? Yeah, I do. We can stop killing these guys. Grim Dawn. I've heard about good things about Grim Dawn. Yeah, it's an older game though. I don't know, like, what relevance it would have to play it today, but maybe if I found myself with like 100 hours of spare time that I didn't have any other purpose for. Well, when I'm talking about, like, you know, things I could potentially play on the channel even. That's what I need. I need some ideas for different games we can play on the channel. Things that you guys might actually like. I mean, I have a couple of ideas, but... need some variety in my life. I need some variety in my life and on the channel. Not too much variety, but I think I need some. Maybe there's an untapped market for EverQuest. Didn't they just release EverQuest Legends? Did that just come out? I'm not even sure like what that is. EverQuest Legends. Like I swear that's like something they dropped recently, right? What is it? EverQuest Legends is a newly reimagined solo-friendly version of... Oh, I didn't really know that about it. EverQuest Legends is a newly reimagined solo-friendly version of the classic MMORPG EverQuest. Oh. Key features of EverQuest Legends includes multi-classing, solo and small group focus, gear upgrades and customizations, stances and invocations. Melee classes utilize stances, while caster classes use invocations. Content and timeline. At launch, the game features classic pre-Crunarch continents. The developers have stated EQL will follow its own unique... Oh shit, this is EverQuest Plus! It will follow its own unique timeline and lore, meaning future expansions like Crunarch will feature new spins on classic zones along... Every single game company in the world is beating Classic to Classic Plus. How is this happening? This sounds like, you know, like looking at EverQuest is quite an adjustment to looking at anything that one would look at nowadays, but all that sounds really good. I didn't realize that that EverQuest Legends was their version of, was their EverQuest Plus, like. Oh, I don't know though. Like I said, I think like EverQuest is visually, it's a very acquired taste. And then also keep in mind, I've never played any EverQuest in my life. And the one time I installed an EverQuest progression server, I couldn't even figure out how to make my character auto attack. Like I couldn't figure it out. I could move the character and that was all I could figure out how to do. It just, none of the UI or anything made sense to me. I wonder if they've made UI adjustments. You know, I just need to have a traditional hotbar like I have in every other MMO that exists now. Like they really needed something like that. And it wasn't present by default.
Well met.
So maybe I could look at that. I wonder how much they want for that. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, Talon's got me. It's 10 bucks a month, though. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, obviously they want to be paid for this, right? Is it just 10 bucks a month? There's no box price? Because that's fine.
Safe travel.
$10 a month isn't bad. Ballsy of them to have a subscription fee, but do they, I guess, like, do they have a pay-to-win cash shop? I guess that's my next question. So it's $10 a month to play. Do they have a pay-to-win cash shop? Like, do they sell XP boosts and stuff like that? The box is $20 and comes with 1 free month. Okay. So it's a $20 investment to try it out, is what you're saying. I know Co-Carnage played some of this recently. You know what I'll do is I'll watch a little bit of his gameplay, his early gameplay, and I'll see if they've made the kind of QL that I need. Because I need an action bar with abilities I can push and stuff like that. And I want to see how solo friendly it is, because I remember like EverQuest was not a game you could really even do anything on your own on some classes. Like some classes were just couldn't solo. So maybe I'll check out some gameplay, and then I'll see if it's worth a $20 investment to check it out on the channel. And I think I'm gonna check out OSRS this week, I think. I have it installed, and I logged in and was able to make a character, and I moved my guy around a little bit. I keep hearing good things about OSRS, and it's kind of coming to a head where like I have to play it to debunk the things I'm hearing about it, or maybe try to see like what people like in it. Because I mean, anybody who's looked at OSRS, like there are some major impediments that happen just as soon as you open your eyes and look at the game. like impediments begin to happen. And so, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like hype is like self-induced hype.
I supply only the finest.
But I'm gonna try it out this week. I'm gonna make myself play a couple hours of it. Like, maybe I'll try to play like 5 hours of it. Regardless of how I feel about it. Just to see what happens. Because I'm just sick of hearing good things about it. And like, oh, game is amazing. Oh, it's so addictive to play. Like, I'm just so tired of hearing that on the internet. And so I'm gonna play it and see how it actually is for a normal human being.
Hey there.
Like a person who's never played like RuneScape before. Like I want to see how it is for a person who's never played RuneScape. Because I don't know if it's gonna be all they say it is.
See you later.
But we'll see. I think I'm gonna do that this week.
Hi. What can I do for you?
How many people are on the server right now? Here, let me check. It looks like 11 people. 11. Ashbad, welcome to the stream, man. I'm doing good, thanks for being here. 130 people watching the stream and 11 people on the server. It's crazy. It is crazy. You know, I never thought I'd be more popular than WoW, but here we are. Must be bots. There are over 16,000 items on the auction house. Yeah, 11. I was talking about real players, Dragonsbane. Real players, not bots. Now there's 11 people playing and 16,000 bots. I think that's right. That's what I came up with. Oh, Esme just joined. Welcome, Esme. Now there's 12. Well, there you go. New peak players. 12. Daily average. Real humans interested in this game. No, not interested. Playing it, I guess. Why not try playing on a more populated server? I like the space. I like to stretch out and spread out, you know, like having privacy sometimes. And I don't mind the quiet. And the bots keep me company, so, you know, I don't really ever feel alone with all the bots. But they don't bug me as much as a real person might, you know? Alright, that's 6 out of 6. Let's go turn it in before we just run around for 10 minutes. You thought the game was about socializing and things? No, it's basically a big game of hide and seek. You hide, the bots seek you. Yeah, it's basically hide and seek.
Looking for something specific? Have a good one. What can I do for you? Safe travels. See you around.
I sound like an introvert. I am introverted. That's why I'm streaming in front of 130 people. Because I don't like talking to people at all. You know, I don't even want to go out into the outside world. Complete introvert. Yep. That's me. Alliance versus Horde started over a game of hide and seek. Did it? I mean, that makes sense. Mechanics wise. It's a rough day here. David, I'm sure you realize this, but I'm just messing with you. I'm just having a go at you. There's lots of people on the server, I think. Oh shoot, what am I after? Elder Boars, right? Yeah, Elder Mountain Boars, okay. Yeah, we're going the right way. I think we're going the right way. Did I go the wrong way? Has somebody just been out here and killed all of them, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Oh, they're just farther north than I thought. Yeah, the reality of the population thing is they don't tell us how many people play. Blizzard keeps all those numbers private. So there's no way to know how many people play the game in reality. You can kind of like, you can look at how many items are for sale on the auction house. and things like that, and then you can kind of guesstimate how busy the population is, and there are some websites that have guesstimates, but we don't know because they don't tell us, because knowledge is power, and the less knowledge we have, the more powerless we are, and then they like to keep it that way. So yeah, that's the truth this time. Dustin, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining us. What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is power is power. I think that's how it worked out. Knowledge is power, but so is a blade. I think that's the moral of the story. Alright, we got all 5. Let's try to get back. 7 minutes. Let's try to head right back. Is he doing dungeons as well? When the opportunity comes up. Sometimes we get to do dungeons. What are we in the range for? Level 20. I don't know what we're even in the range for. Black Fathom Deeps. Shadowfang Keep. We'll probably never get a group for Shadowfang, but we can try it. I'll sit in the queue all day. I can do that. I mean, Shadowfang Keep has a lot of good loot for everybody. But it's also really hard to get to at level 20 on the Alliance side, because nobody has flight points, and we don't have flight points anywhere close. It's tough to do dungeons on Alliance side while you level up. If you want to do a lot of dungeons, you basically have to play Horde side. If you want to do a bunch of dungeons early on, you basically have to play Horde side.
You need something?
Because all the dungeons are far away from the Alliance side early on. Even Scarlet Monastery is a pain in the ass to get to, and so whereas the Horde can farm Scarlet Monastery dungeons for like 20 levels,
Safe travel.
Alliance has a hard time traveling back and forth. It takes forever to get people out there. Alright, what next? Crocolisk meat, Crocolisk skins. Yeah, I guess we go do that. Let's check our inventory.
What's on your mind?
I don't think we need any of this stuff. The boar meat, I don't need. The boar ribs, I don't need. Am I done with linen? I don't know if I'm done with linen. I'm not done with linen at all. And so I need to craft these into bolts.
See you soon.
And then I don't know if maybe we can do a little bit of crafting before we head out. I don't think there's a trade goods vendor here. Maybe I should leave them. Because the bolts are only going to stack to 10. I don't think I'm going to save myself any inventory space by making these bolts. Alright, whatever. I'll make them. And we'll see how it works out. But I don't think I'm going to save myself any inventory space by doing this. John, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Are any hardcore stream plans in the future? I don't know. I don't think so, but because I'm doing the recorded series right now. But you never know. You know, never say never. Because I'm kind of in the Classic Plus waiting room. So at this point, like, we could end up doing anything. Right now I'm having fun on the Warlock. What do I think about Classic Plus? I think I really want to play it. That's about all I can think about it right now. Since we don't know anything about it, they haven't shown us anything, we haven't had hands on it yet. We don't have any testimonials from people who played it, so we have nothing to think about right now. So all I think about it right now is I really, really want to play it. That's it. Let's get some good rumors started. Classic Plus will have playable Murlocs. Absolutely. Obviously. It'll only allow flying, no ground mounts, no walking. And you'll get your flying mount at level 10, just like retail. Since it was so successful in retail, they've brought it to Classic Plus. Oh, here's a good one. Combat in Classic Plus will be done exclusively through pet battles. 100% pet battle combat. And they looked at the success of Pal World version 1.0, and they decided that Classic Plus was going to be a creature capture collecting battle game. Oh my god, look at all the skins. In Classic Plus, there's only one faction, and every race has a furry variant. What about Terraria for a change of pace game? Eags, it's gotta be something like in my wheelhouse, man. You can't be suggesting like side-scrolling Minecraft. Like that's not in my wheelhouse. If I was gonna go like that route, then I'd probably do Valheim. I was looking at gameplay for this game called Windrose, which reminds me of like Enshrouded, but with pirates. Anybody played Enshrouded? That looked pretty cool for like survival craft RPG. And then again, Enshrouded is going to hit version 1.0 in October, so I want to play more Enshrouded, but I'm waiting for 1.0. Because Enshrouded was cool when I played it, like when it first hit early access, it was already cool, and I haven't touched it since. So I'm hoping it's like fully baked. And that it's awesome. There's no question anymore whether or not Classic Plus will be a thing. It is going to be a thing. The only question is what is it going to be, and are people going to actually like it? That's the only question, though. Like, they've confirmed basically that they're working on it. There's no reason to say it might not be. It's going to be a thing. Will it be the thing people want? Maybe not. Maybe it won't be the thing anybody wants. But it will be a thing. It will be something. That's, at this point, that's inevitable. That's the course that we're on. It's already been worked on. It's in development. Like, I don't know. Who knows? I guess anything could happen. Either way, I don't care. If they make it and it's good, I'll play it. If they don't make it, it'll be like every other MMO that was supposed to come out over the past, like, decade. Like, we're all used to MMOs just never materializing. Or when they do materialize, like Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, we're just used to them being complete garbage and not what we were promised. So, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise if we spent 5 more years talking about Classic Plus and it never materialized. I mean, big shocker. Like, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but MMO as a genre is basically dead. Like, it basically doesn't exist. The games take too long to make, they're too complicated, and then nobody plays them. So, you know, anything could happen. Microsoft could decide tomorrow to pull the plug on it all. Who knows? I think the reason that Pantheon didn't pull an audience from EQ was that if you followed the development of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, in the first 6 years of its development, or 7 years, it wasn't an EQ clone. It wasn't an EQ clone until the last 2 years of its early access, or testing, or whatever you want to call it. But if you look at gameplay from like 8 years ago, the game looked nothing like EverQuest. At all. Not the UI, not the world, not the characters. Like, go back and look at some of Carnage's videos. He played with the devs and stuff of that game. Look at videos from like 5 years ago and look at videos from 8 years ago of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. The game we got was not the game they worked on for all those years. They admitted as much. They built the current EQ clone game in the last 2 years of development, and they scrapped the prior 8 years of development that they did on the prior game because the founder of the company or the lead developer died or something. And then he died, and then his vision was gone. They were like, okay, we're not making that game anymore. Now we're going to make an EQ clone. That's why they don't have the EQ audience. If they'd have spent 10 years making an EQ clone, firstly, it wouldn't have taken 8 years. Secondly, then they would have been trying to get those people the whole time. But that was never really their audience, because it didn't look or play or seem anything like EQ in the beginning. But then suddenly it was. And that's why nobody likes the game. Because the game betrayed its original audience, and it didn't have enough time to garner the new audience that it pivoted towards. That's it. And so now the game is dead before it even hits 1.0. And will it ever hit 1.0? Who cares? Because it's a dead game. That's all. That's my Pantheon rant. Imagine waiting 10 years for a game and backing a game for 10 years to end up playing a game they made in 2 years that's garbage. Like, imagine what that must have felt like. To have been a backer of that game all that time. Dave, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining us today. What have you missed other than the Pantheon rant? I think that was the only real rant today. I don't know. We've just been talking about Classic Plus. You know how that goes. We've just been jabbing about Classic Plus. Oh God, how many more years are we gonna have to do that? Am I gonna like make myself sick of the game before I even play it by talking about it? Maybe. Maybe. We've been trying to think about, like, I've been trying to come up with some other games we could play on the channel. You know, just for a little bit of variety into the proceedings. Whether it's, like, recorded stuff or streaming stuff. Just been trying to chat about, like, different games that you guys might like. That might have, like, the kind of the chill, exploration, slow-paced vibe that we're after. Those have been the topics of conversation today. Warcraft 3? I mean fair. But then again, I've played Warcraft 3 a bunch in the past. Kind of looking for something new. Kind of trying to think about something that I haven't seen before that could be like new to me, but that we could still enjoy from time to time. Conan Exiles? Yeah, Conan Exiles. Does Conan Exiles, like, does the gear system have more of like that RPG gear system where like a piece of gear has gear score and has stats? Or does it more use like the Valheim system of like a piece of gear has durability and breaks and then you repair it? Or like, because I'm like, when it comes to survival craft, I'm more interested in the ones that embrace more of the RPG elements. Like games like Enshrouded. I saw this game Windrose, that was like a pirate version of Enshrouded that I liked the mechanics in that. I mean, because Conan Exiles is not off the table. I played the Conan MMO back in the day, and that was an interesting setting that I enjoyed. It does have stats, so it does have that more RPG structure to it. That's cool. Yeah, maybe I would check that out at some point. I heard that they had some bugs, a lot of bugs they had to squash though, because didn't Conan go to like a new engine recently? Did they make the switch to Unreal 5 or something? I heard they've been working out some kinks. And I wouldn't want to approach the game during a time when they're having like issues with it. If they're actually still having any issues with it. Iron Nest, a tank simulator? Like World of War tanks? I don't know if that's in my wheelhouse. Everyone knows how much I hate vehicle quests. Imagine me just being a vehicle and the whole game was me as a vehicle. How much that would bother me. No, I need like open world, exploration, RPG. Those are the hashtags. Open world, think open world, exploration, RPG. I don't know, yeah. There's Blood of the Dawnwalker coming out in October, which is made by some of the prior devs who worked on The Witcher 3, and it looks basically just, it looks like a Witcher 3 clone, but in the best possible ways. So I'm looking forward to giving that a spin. But that's a little ways off. Alright, we are done with this quest. Let's go turn this one in. I'm gonna check out some gameplay for Conan. I'm gonna check out some gameplay for it and see what the vibe is like. And I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna play some OSRS this week. I'm gonna do a recorded series. I'm gonna commit to playing, like, I wanna play 5 hours of OSRS. I'm gonna play it for 5 hours, and then I'll see what I think about it after that. I'm just sick of hearing that the game is good without actually having played it. So this way, like, if I play it and I think the game is, and then I think it's bad, then I can just be like, oh, well, you know, they just have nostalgia or whatever. I want to see if the game is any good. Maple Story's coming out with a classic release? Oh god. I lived with my friend, he played a lot of Maple Story back when it first came out. I could see that it was just something that wanted to eat up my time and resources, and I never really got into it. Yeah, I'm gonna try OSRS, and no promises, because I've looked at the game, I've logged into the game, I made my character, I moved my character around the first little building that you're inside of, and so I've looked at the game. I know what it looks like. And I think that's just like that on its own is going to be a lot of friction for most players. So as someone who's never played RuneScape, who doesn't care about RuneScape, I want to see what the game is really like. Because sure, like, people who like RuneScape like it, well, that's obvious. But as an outsider who's never touched it before in 2026, is this a game that people can actually pick up and play in 2026? I'm not sure. But that's what I want to find out.
What's on your mind? How are ya? Off with you. Great to meet you. Be good.
The graphics are bad because it was made to be a browser game. Oh, I know. Like, I don't, it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I get, like, I know that they're bad because it's an older game. It was made in a certain way to be played during a certain period of time. Yeah, I understand why it's bad. That doesn't negate anything, though. You know what I mean? From, like, a standpoint of whether or not it's going to cause a player, like, friction when they go to play it. No one's going to be like, well, you know, like, oh, we got to give it some grace because it was old and designed to be played in a browser. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to judge it from, like, a player just coming into the game. And I'm not going to try to, like... I'm not going to try to give it grace. Like, it shouldn't need grace. If it's good and it's fun and it's addictive, then the gameplay should speak for itself. And what I'm doing to give it grace is, like, I'm gonna give it 5 hours despite how it looks. So, like, in a way, I'm already giving it grace. Because, like, normally if I looked at a game and it looked like that, I just wouldn't bother with it, right? But, yeah, so here we are.
be seeing you.
I feel like it's about time for Square Enix to shadow drop Final Fantasy XI Classic. I think that'd be really cool. If they gave it a little bit of a graphical shine, like a Final Fantasy XI Classic HD remaster, I would definitely go back and play that. Maybe they could do the thing that EverQuest Legends just did, and they could make it solo friendly. Because yeah, FF11 was not solo friendly at all. Quite the opposite. After the first couple of bunnies you murdered, like everything after that was group content. Classic Ultima 4. I never played Ultima. And I don't even... I think I've seen so little of it that I don't even know what it looked like. But I'm imagining pixel art. It took 2 floppy disks just to boot up the game. Oh god. Not a floppy disk. Not like this. Have I ever considered taking a break from Classic? Maybe I've just played it too much for too long. Need to let it sit and not play it. I'm gonna do that before, when we have a Classic Plus release date, then I'm gonna take a break from Classic, yeah. Once we have a release date. But no, I mean, like, I just play the game to chill and relax. Like, I don't play the game with any objectives in mind. So, it's just something I do to chill. And, you know, hardcore has its own challenge, but when I'm streaming and I'm just hanging out with you guys, like, I don't have to be super into it. Like, and I don't have to have a lot of goals in the game. I don't have to have any goals in the game. To me, I'm just in Azeroth doing stuff, and I'm happy enough to do that. Like, obviously, after a while, it's nice to see new things, right? And so that's why I say it'd be nice to have a little bit of variety on the channel. Maybe we can find some other games to check out that don't necessarily have to eat into our WoW time, but that could be interesting anyway. You know, since I don't have any goals in this version of the game, I'm not trying to do any raiding or anything like that. Like, that frees me up to explore other things, for sure. Oh god, I pulled the entire camp. Dear Lord. I think we're fine. Oh, we got stunned. That's not great, actually. Oh, we got another guy. We got the patrol that went by. We got him too. Well, the crappy thing is, like, we have threat on this guy. Like, we need our pet to go in here and get him. And I should probably drain life a little bit. I needed my pet to have aggro on this guy too, so now I'm kind of screwed. I could fear somebody, I suppose. That's probably not going to cause too many issues right now. As far as how I'm going to get DPS on these guys, I don't know. Yeah, I might have bit off a little bit more than we can deal with in reality. Let's see what my Voidwalker comes back with. It's kind of a cluster F. What's going on over here? Do I have potions or anything like that? No potions or anything. It looks like my Voidwalker's about to die. We've got threat on another mob. Well, damn. We tried, you know? We gave it a good shot. Whew. No, things only happen when I'm just obviously playing pretty sloppy. I'm not trying real hard to keep myself alive or anything like that. I had potions. Oh, that's good. I mean, I have them on my, I have them on my bar, but it says 0. No, see, I don't. Oh yeah, I did have potions. So that might have saved us, but whatever. It's okay. We've been in the queue for SFK for most of the day so far. And yeah, obviously nothing's going on. There's no tanks in this game. It's like, it's so tiresome to think about doing group content. Like on my hardcore run, I've basically had to give up on the idea of group content because obviously in hardcore there's really nobody. But even in TVC, like there's no tanks or healers at low level anymore. Like I think maybe once you get to Outland, there's probably people doing stuff. But as far as people leveling up, like nobody wants to tank and heal the low level stuff. And it's just, you know, not a really good place for the game to be at when you simply can't do content. Unfortunately, I don't have a soul shard, so I'm gonna have to go kill somebody. Let's pull the imp out for now. We'll kill somebody, we'll get a soul shard, and then we'll get the Voidwalker back. Somebody just like completely grabbed the item that I cleared for, so we'll have to wait for that to respawn too. That actually happened really fast. Oh, that's nice. Everyone just boosts to 58 and plays the Outland content? Yeah, at this point they might. You know, everybody's had time to level a couple alts if they wanted to level the alts, and at this point maybe they boost, who knows. Joanna, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. That is a ton of support. Incredibly generous of you, and I really appreciate that. Thanks for being here and for hanging out with us today. The problem is not all these guys give XP. And I can only grab a soul shard off one that does give XP. Let's try to get it off of this guy. Let's not kill him. Oh, he stunned us. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now maybe we can get the Voidwalker back out. Joanna, you did end up getting a new PC. That's awesome. Well, that's very exciting. We should probably just keep the Voidwalker out. And then we also, aside from the items, we need Shaman? No, we need Seers. Oh, you know what? There are also Shaman here. I guess we can do the Shaman quest back in the southern area. Although usually I do the Shaman and the Stone Thumpers here, but it looks like we're doing Seers. Alright, well, we'll see if we can finish that one up while we're up here. I do have to clear the Shaman to get to this other item, though. Are these going to be the type of Shaman that cast Lightning Bolt, or the type of Shaman that come try to club us in the face? They're going to come try to club us in the face. Okay. Very well. They don't seem to want to heal either, which is shocking. They probably can cast Lightning Bolt, but they seem to just open up by running in. I'm gonna pull this guy back. I know they heal too, but they haven't tried it yet. Maybe we're killing them too fast. Doubtful. Have I played Guild Wars 1 and 2? Yeah, I played some Guild Wars 2, and I did Guild Wars Reforged a little bit when it came out. I liked Guild Wars Reforged. There are things about it I don't like. But I enjoyed my time there. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be a game that I could, you know, spend like 100 hours in or not. I think I put like 12 hours into it, something like that. Guild Wars 2 is fun. I love their open world design and their environments and how they handle their questing. But it suffers from the same thing that every other modern MMO suffers from, is like the button pushing early on is way too easy. And then at a certain level, there's a big skill jump and like a big challenge jump. But the game trains you into like all this really easy combat for your like level up progression. It's like the same problem that every MMO has that's been out for a long time. What's Maple Story? It's like a side-scrolling anime-style MMO from like a long time ago. I think it's browser-based. Is it browser-based?
Pleased to meet you.
Seemed like it could have been browser-based.
Hi, how are you?
All right. Is that everything over here? Are we ready to go back to Thelsamar? Of course, that's not where we're bound, obviously. Let's just do a little swim across the lock. It may or may not be the fastest way, but it's certainly the most direct route. We'll just come out back here. Maple Story sounds Canadian? Wow. I mean, you're not wrong. But I think it's like Korean or something. Or Chinese. You would think the Voidwalker could just float above the water, right? Like, doesn't he levitate anyhow? You're telling me, like, he has to swim? Okay. Well, you can't yuck somebody else's yum. I think OSRS looks like crap. I'm gonna play it for 5 hours and see. But still. Dragon's Bane, wait, you never learned your Voidwalker? You just stick with the imp? Interesting. That's a way to go. I thought about doing that at first, but now I've just gotten lazy and now I just rely on the Voidwalker. Although my Voidwalker badly needs some demon training. Yeah, we're level 20 now. We gotta head to a Warlock trainer. We're gonna go to Ironforge. We didn't finish this quest. Should I go? Maybe I should go south first and finish this and turn this in. We're 7 out of 10. Because I feel like I'd like to get everything done here. Go to Ironforge, train. And then what? What are we doing then? Oh, I guess we're going back to Westfall to turn in this level 15 and to do People's Militia. Yeah, let's do it that way.
How are you? What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground.
What does this guy have now? Is this a breadcrumb out to the excavation site that we already went to?
What's on your mind?
No, speak with Pilot Stonegear. Oh, this takes us all the way back to Dunmoreau. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I need to worry about that. Terry, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Why do I play so zoomed into the character? I just like it. I like being able to see the enemies and the animations during combat and stuff like that. And I just prefer this viewpoint. I feel like it's a better, more immersive experience. Especially for like content that folks are watching. So I know that since most people play out here and they never see their character or the enemies, like I like to play here. It just creates a better experience for me, and I think a different perspective for those of you who watch. Alright, that's all we needed was a couple of them. We'll get this one turned in and then we'll head to Ironforge. There's going to be a follow-up to this. Are we going to want to do the follow-up right now? Oh, I guess it depends on what level it is. If the follow-up is green, then we'll just do it now, I guess. I really want to train, though. I want to train, but I don't want to go to Ironforge just to come back here. Like, once I leave here, I want to be gone for a while. But we do have a ton of stuff to train. How much money do I have? 2 gold? Yeah, I don't even think I have enough to afford these. We'll see. Rain of Fire would be nice for dungeons. Not that we're doing many of those. Demon Armor replaces the one we currently have? Demon Armor replaces Demon Skin, apparently. That's interesting. Searing Pain I probably won't use. Unending Breath I will use. Immolate rank 3 would be nice. I mean, most of my damage is still coming from my wand, so I guess we could probably do the next quest. As long as it's not too high of a level. Joanna, another $50 super? That's crazy generous of you. Very much appreciated. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy that new laptop. Let me know how that goes. Exciting. This guy is outside, is he not? Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. There he is. Just walked right past him.
Great to meet you.
Alright, and then the follow-up is level... Oh, level 15. Yeah, we gotta get this one done now. We gotta do this one now. It's really low level. I thought it was gonna be like level 17 or 18, but nope. Okay. Yep, let's go do that. I feel like we're doing pretty good level-wise on this character. We completely have skipped Darkshore, which I feel like that's fine. We didn't do anything in Blood Mist, and I feel like that's fine. Boy, I realize I don't really like Blood Mist and Darkshore that much. For some reason, those two zones really drain the crap out of me. Like, doing those on the Hunter kind of, like, drained my spirits. Just, for some reason, really don't like Blood Mist, especially. I don't really know what it is about it. Alright, for these, we have to get back into the cave. Wallius, welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining us. Good so far. Welcome to the stream and happy Sunday to you. Thanks for joining us. Not really a lot of mob availability back here, huh? Somebody's just cleared the place out. Are we waiting for respawns then? Is there anywhere else up here we can find these guys? Maybe. Good so far. I'm glad you're digging the shaman, man. It's been a lot of fun. I have very much been enjoying that playthrough. I don't think I'm gonna get any shamans that way. I think the back cave is really the only place here we can find them. Maybe somewhere outside the cave. Like, back in the other direction. But I think if we're looking in the cave, this is the only spot. For bone snappers and shaman. This place is quite busy right now. Let's go back outside and see if maybe we can find a different spot for these. This is why I like to do this one on the island with Bingo supplies, but it didn't turn out that way for us this time around. So I feel like there's more mobs there. Not always as many people killing them. I feel like maybe up this hill and through a cavern we can find more. Maybe that's the Seers. Yeah, Skull Thumpers. Okay, maybe not. What about the cave down this way? Bone Snappers. There we go. Well, that worked out really well. What would I say to someone that wants to get back into TBC but has no group of friends to get into it with? Well, I mean, what's your goal for playing the game? Because if your goal is to, you know, do group content with friends, then you're probably not going to have a good time. But you can definitely play the game solo if you're just looking to level up a character and do some questing and dungeon with like pickup groups and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I guess if you're thinking about getting back into the game under those circumstances, just think about like what ways are you going to enjoy the game if you're playing it solo, and will that be an enjoyable experience? Or will you just sit there lamenting that you don't have anyone to play with? If I jump off of here, what are the odds my Voidwalker comes with me? Not very good. Oh no, and I don't have a soul shard to like pull him back out. That's a bummer. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's not jump down. Let's go the long way, I suppose. What would I recommend for someone to play first? I mean, that's a tough one. I don't know if I can answer it. Just have them try both, right? I think the responsible thing to do is for someone to try classic and try retail if they're getting into the game for the first time, because it depends also like what kind of games does the person like normally. You know, are they going to be okay with something that's really slow paced? Or are they going to need, like, the endorphins provided by something like retail? Like, it just depends on the person. But I think they should try both versions. Put a couple hours into both versions and see how you feel. They're different enough that you'll know right away if you have a preference. Because the games are vastly different. So within a few hours, you'll know if you prefer one or the other, or if you hate both of them. And you want to go back to playing Fortnite or whatever. It'll be pretty quick, you know? You won't have to put like 10 hours into it. Like an hour or two in and you'll know. This is fun. I mean, this group here is making it impossible for us to get this done. They could invite us to the group. That would be considerate. I'm not going to beg for it. I guess we just hang out here and we wait for respawns. Oh, look at that, a chest. Oh, look at that, a respawn and a chest. Lucky day. Oh, we can't open it in combat. Oops. There's probably just junk in here, you know, somebody else probably already looted the good stuff out of it. Well, I mean, there was the small lustrous pearl, but basically junk. You know, I don't think it's worth anything. And now we wait. I wonder if we can fish. Oh my god, we can fish. I don't think I've ever fished inside of a cave in my entire life. Very cool. I like it. Kind of weird that we haven't seen any respawns. There's no bodies on the ground. Typically that's a pretty good indicator of incoming respawns. Maybe they're just trying to be kind and give me time to fish. Oh, there we go. Okay, we need a few more bone snappers. Like this guy here. That's it. Let's get out of here. Do we just want to go do this last quest too and just get the whole chain over with? Yes, I think we might as well. It's also green, so like I don't want to come back later and do this. If I don't do this now, I will probably never do it. So let's just go back and kill the name guys. Two inventory spots left. Okay, so we're gonna run out of inventory. All right, I see. Yeah, we're out of inventory space. I'm gonna drop some junk on the ground. There's no vendors that are like super close to us. Well, there's the one vendor that goes up and down the road. I guess he could be close. But what are the odds of that? See if we can sneak in here. This is where they usually spawn, right? Yeah, I think we're waiting for respawns. I'm pretty sure this is the right place. Let's hang out here for a minute and kill some other guys. And see if they do respawn. We also have a talent point to spend. Amplify Curse. Increases the effect of your next Curse of Doom or Curse of Agony. It's a castable... I don't know if I like that. Curse of Exhaustion. Reduce the target's movement speed. This seems like a PvP thing. I don't think I'm gonna go that route. So what am I gonna do? 14% chance to avoid interruption while doing Drain Life. If I wanted to Drain Tank, I'd have to go into this. We haven't been Drain Tanking yet. So I don't know. Improve Curse of Agony, increase the damage done by Curse of Agony by 10% overall. Like, that could be good. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'm gonna hang on to the point for now. There they are. Just when I started to think I was looking in the wrong spot. We're gonna cap his HP off. Alright. Good luck, buddy. Try to stay alive. Wow, that's pretty elite. 2 interrupts on the fear, like back to back. There we go. Inventory's full, inventory's full. We don't need anything off these guys, just needed to kill them. And yeah, pretty successful there. Let's get out of here.
How are ya? See you soon.
I probably don't need to have fishing on my main bar. Oh, I don't know about that. You never had to do any emergency fishing? You never know when it might come up. Do I think Classic Plus, they will expand the leveling past 60? Not right away, I don't think. Like, when they release Classic Plus, it's probably just going to be 1 to 60 with some new content.
No.
I'm sure, like, eventually they could, yeah, if they want to do, like, full-blown expansions for the game. Then I think they'll raise the level cap. Because I don't think they know what else to do, you know? Like, designing it, going a different route with the game design, and doing, like, something where they could release new content, but they didn't increase the level cap, they don't have any experience at the company doing stuff like that. So I think just by default, if they wanted to put out new content, by default they would raise the level cap. I don't think they know how to design around a situation where the level cap doesn't go up. Curse of Agony is a main damage dealer, boosting it is good. Cool, alright, we'll do that then. Works for me. Alright, from here we're going to fly to Ironforge, and at long last we're going to do our Warlock training, and we're going to pick up the books that our Voidwalker needs to be better, because he has at least one new rank of Taunt, I'm sure of it. He's probably got some other stuff at this point too that I don't know about. So we'll do that too. And then I think we're heading back to Westfall.
Talk to me. Off with you.
So we've been in the SFK queue for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I'm assuming that's what this is for? But that's about how long it takes to find a tank and healer in the queue. If you're sitting in the queue as a DPS at low level looking for stuff to do, it's gonna be a while. It's pretty good timing. We're about to train a bunch of skills. And we'll see if they get people out there to summon, or if we have to wait for people to make the run. We don't have any flight points out that way. We don't even have the Menethil Harbor flight point yet, because we are only level 20. The tank says I'm pretty new to tanking. Okay, great. The game needs new tanks. Just like that, the healer's out. Saw that we didn't have 2 people at the stone, and it looks like he just bailed.
How are you? What can I do? Be good.
Alright, and then our trainer is back in the Forlorn Cavern. Before we do this, I'm gonna have to AFK for a second. I gotta bio and refill my coffee if we're actually gonna do a dungeon run. This person's in Stormwind. So we got someone in Stormwind, Red Ridge Mountains, Aberdeen, Shadowfang Keep, and we have us hanging out in Ironforge. Like I said, I have no way to even get close. So I'm not planning on doing the run. Warlock Trainer. This is gonna break. I think I'm just gonna pick and choose here, because if I buy everything, I feel like I'm gonna be broke. Curse of Agony 2 we need. Unending Breath I'll take. Soul Stone, Demon Armor, Health Funnel, Ritual of Summoning. I mean, I guess I have to take that in case we need it. Searing Pain I'm not gonna take. Immolate I'll take. Rain of Fire. Okay, I mean, I basically had to take I'll just take everything. Just, there we go. We're broke anyway.
You have a great day now.
This guy has a Warlock quest. I'm not really worried about that right now.
You have a great day.
I do need to find the Demon Trainer though. Yeah, that's not good. So, why are there 3 Warlock Trainers and no Demon Trainer? Am I missing something? This is not gonna work for me. So, no, I don't think I can do this run right now. I don't think I can do this run right now. I need to find the Warlock Trainer. I gotta AFK for a second. Like, I don't think I can do the run right now. I got yeah. Here's the Demon Trainer. I'm not ready to do anything like that. Not ready. Let's grab that. Do I have to have him out to see what he can learn? Maybe he doesn't have anything. I don't know. Firebolt, 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 Firebolt. Where's the Voidwalker stuff? Oh, here we go. Sacrifice. Consume shadows. Okay, there we go. I think I have to have him out to train it. Anyway, I'm gonna put myself on a flight back to Westfall. It would have been nice to do the dungeon. It was just really bad timing. I need like 5 or 6 minutes here in a second, and I don't think the group is gonna wait for me. I wouldn't want to ask a pug to wait 5 or 6 minutes for me when they're ready to summon. Alright, I will be back. let's see. What are we going to do? I think we're heading south. Oh, you know what? Let's go turn in this level 15 quest before we level a couple more times and it goes gray. And we just don't get any credit for it. Yep, that sounds good. It's kind of dumb to sit in queue for 2 hours. I agree with just that part. You're right. It is kind of dumb to sit in a queue for 2 hours. Yeah. The problem is, after 2 hours of sitting in a queue, you're in a completely different space. Like, mentally, I'm in a different space. Physically, my character's doing other stuff. Yeah. No. What would be really stupid is to try to do the run when I'm just not feeling it. That's what would be really stupid. But sitting in a queue for 2 hours, like, that's pretty fucking stupid just in general. Yeah, it'd be great if we can have a queue system where we can queue up and get a run within 30 minutes. I feel like a 30-minute wait. I'd still probably want to do a dungeon if it only took 30 minutes, but after 2.5 hours, yeah, I don't really care if I do the run or not, obviously.
Need help?
You know?
Or the Alliance?
That's a lot of dead Defias. Here we go. No, I think I see why they avoided this spot. Yeah, we could probably do that if we went in on the mage first, but I wonder if we have to. Yeah, let's just move on down the road a little bit and see what else we can find. Ginger Keo, I appreciate you and your dogs being here and hanging out. Thanks, man. I should probably click those books in my inventory and actually teach this guy those skills that I bought. That'd probably be a good idea, right? What a marvelous idea. So I can sacrifice the Voidwalker now. Gives its owner a shield that absorbs 314 damage for 30 seconds. While the shield holds, spellcasting will not be interrupted by damage. That's kind of neat. That'd be really neat on hardcore. You know, that's a free get out of jail free card. In normal play, I may or may not ever think about using it. We'll see. Very nice. That is level 21. We are going to put the second point into improved Curse of Agony. Get that all the way powered up. Another set of instant respawns. Very nice. Willow Vest of the Owl, 4 intellect and 4 spirit. Is this better than what we have? Yeah, it actually is better than what we have. It's a different look. Interesting. We don't need any of these guys. We need highwaymen. 4 more highwaymen. There are no highwaymen out here. Let's go back this way. God. I get myself killed on this class more than any other class. I think it's because I just like, I disengage from combat a little bit. And combat never feels as dangerous when you have a pet, and so my brain just disengages. Asleep at the wheel. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's a reason why I enjoy melee classes, you know. With a melee class, you're constantly engaged. And what happens on this class is like, I disengage a bit and I'm like, oh, I can pull this and this and this. And it's like, oh no, you make one mistake and all that and you're dead. If I would have thought it out a little bit more and been a little bit more engaged, we could have done that pull and it would have been fine. But really, there was just no reason to do it. And look, now I don't have my Voidwalker. Now I gotta see if I can kill this guy without it. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to go back to the Imp. Because yeah, I mean, I haven't been getting hit ever. My defense rating is probably pretty low. But okay, we'll just finish the quest with the Voidwalker, I guess. Well, the good thing about the Shaman is we're always getting hit on the Shaman, so it really only happens on pet classes. I really don't need to fight those guys just for the one Highwayman. Let's just go look somewhere else. If I want to try to drain tank, I first need to put points in this. Like, we basically have to have 5 points in Fel concentration. That's going to stop us from getting kickback when we're doing drain life. Like, if we want to go that route, I have to, like, we have to put points into it, and then I have to wait until I have all the points. Then we could try it. That'll be when it's going to be most effective. If we don't wait until then it's probably just going to feel really bad. Oh, we need one more. This quest has taken us a while to get done. At least it's the very pretty sunset hour. And we're treated to that ambience. What else can we do here? We can probably go over to the lighthouse. And we can turn in the oil for that quest. We can take a look at what quest the Murlocs are. Or what level the Murloc quest is, rather. Maybe we can do all that stuff while we're here. If we ever find our last highwayman. Alright, let's head directly out to the lighthouse. Highest level quest is the Coastal Menace, the named guy. That's level 20. We can do all that stuff. To get the Murlocs we are going to have to make our way all the way up the coast. To get all the Murlocs we need. We do have a vendor out here as well if we end up needing it. There's a vendor over on the dock over here. Noticing we only have 10 inventory spots left. What's my favorite class? It's somewhere between a paladin and a warrior. They're both up there. Alright, so we're looking for Old Merc Eye. He can kind of be anywhere. But also, we're going to have to run all the way up the coast, all the way up here, to get some of the guys we need. So let's just start heading that way, and we'll either find Merkai on the way, or perhaps we'll find him when we come back this way to turn the kill quest in. Someone is obviously already working on these. Level 18 human paladin over here. Looks like he's completely cleared this area so far. We're just going to keep moving. You wonder if Blizz considered the wand working passively like how melee attacks work. That's how it works. Yeah, the wand is an auto attack. Once you start shooting, you keep shooting unless you stop it. Just unless you're casting, obviously. Like, you can't wand and cast at the same time. But your wand is basically an auto attack. In the sense that you don't have to hit it every time it shoots. It keeps shooting automatically. We still haven't seen the named guy. But with all the players we've seen, I'm not really shocked. I don't think I'm going to hang out here and wait for the named guy. I mean, we don't really have to. I'm realizing that we have not even started questing in Redridge yet. So we have a ton of quests to do at this level. We haven't done any Redridge, we haven't done any wetlands, we haven't done any Duskwood. Like, we're level 21 and we have 3 entire zones we haven't touched. So we're not exactly hurting for quests. But we do have to get to Redridge soon because some of this stuff is pretty low level. Level 16 is pretty low. Level 18, level 17. Yeah, I think that's our next destination. I don't think there's a good reason for us to stay here and farm this guy. I think I'm gonna hearth out of here. Where's my hearth set? Sentinel Hill. That's perfect. Perfect. And then we have a quest to turn in back in Stormwind, I think, as well. One of the dungeon quests we did outside of Deadmines a while back that we just never turned in.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. Greetings. Go with honor, friend. Hello. See you later.
on your mind? No.
All right, there we go. We're all caught up, all turned in, all ready to head off to Red Ridge, but we are going to do that next time, guys, because unfortunately, I am out of time for today. So as darkness descends on Stormwind, I'm going to bid you all a good afternoon and good evening. I will be back on Tuesday. We'll have another stream, and we'll be right back here on the Warlock, and we'll tackle Red Ridge, and I would love to see you guys then. Until then, take care of yourselves out in the real world, and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.